Ladies and gentlemen, today we are here to discuss the upcoming future of Shri Yogi Adityanath Ji, the two-time Chief Minister of India's most populous state, Uttar Pradesh. So let's see what's going on for him. How is his current period and how is his future? So now, before I get into it, please understand these timelines will not be applicable for state elections. So, for example, there is a state election in UP in 2027, and then of course then there are Lok Sabha elections in 2034. But these things can be very varied. Like for example, there could be changes, delimitation and all this. So let's not focus on the elections because elections depend on the dates. Okay, but these predictions that going to give will hold true for the general trajectory. Okay, so which means if I say that from a particular period of time, he has a good period till these many number of years, then it does not necessarily mean he will win all the elections. Or if I say the period is bad, it does not mean he will lose all elections. But if I say the period is bad, then it means even if he wins, there will be a lot of difficulties and challenges. Okay, and if I say the period is good, then it means gradually his trajectory is rising. Okay, so this is how you should take it. Now, currently, today is 19th of August, 2025. And if I see, then in his chart, it somehow appears that till his birthday of 2027, so he's born on 5th June 1972, that's his date of birth. So till 5th June 2027, it somehow shows his periods are okay, but it's still a bit challenging. Okay, so again, UP election is during this time. I saw it's somewhere February or March. The dates are not out, so that means even if he wins, it will be difficult. It will be a very difficult. It will be a very tough election. Okay, external situations are not in his favor, so for him to win, I also have to see how is Akhilesh Yadavji's chart and how is his period that time, because he's the primary contender. Okay, so if his chart is also equally bad like Yogiji's during these 2 years, then well, Yogiji might win. But again, as I'm repeating once again, I will make the state election prediction later. But nonetheless, irrespective of the fact if he wins or if he does not win, yes, there could be violence in Uttar Pradesh in these 2 years. There could be law and order situation, law and order degradation. There could be rumors. There could be misinformation. So a lot of things could go wrong in Uttar Pradesh. So he should be careful for the next 2 years. But now, after 5th June 2027, the next 1 year is still difficult, but it shows he's doing something big. So that will be like a jumping year for him. So 5th June 2027 to 5th June 2028, that shows it has difficulties, but he's doing something massive. Like he's taking some. So if I assume from 5th June he wins again, so then he will be the third time chief minister, and in that case he will take some big decision. Okay, so it will be something which will change Uttar Pradesh, maybe in a good way, most likely. And also, uh, this period indicates there could be some real estate which he gains. Okay, now what that is, how that will come, yeah, so maybe there could be some yeah, there could be closure in all this, court cases which are going on, in this Kashi, Mathura, all these things. Anyways, but his most important period will start from birthday of 2028, which means from 5th June 2028 onwards. Okay, so from that time, it's a very long period it's going on. So if I see 20, yeah, this kind of goes on till 5th June 2038. Okay, so uh, 2028 birthday onwards till 2038, those 10 years are fantastic for him. So I see during these 10 years, he can come to the center, he can come to a national role. Okay. Now, again, this is not indicating that he will be prime ministerial candidate in 29 or 34 or 38, or he will be. I'm not I'm not saying all this, so don't misquote me by saying that I said it's a good period. So he will become the next prime minister. So for that, we need to check what's going on in Modi ji's chart, and of course, Amit Shah is also there, and there could be other contenders also, right? So therefore, if he stays in Uttar Pradesh after 2028, 5th June 2028, so from mid of 2028, it's a fantastic period. I see a lot of investments are coming, property prices will rise. Then I see occasionally there are some problems, like for example, 5th June 2029 to 5th June 2030, there could be some problems, some law and order degradation, violence, but it's okay, it's manageable. Then 5th June 2030 to 2031, fantastic year. 31 to 32, fantastic year. Then 32 to 33, again, bit tough. Then 33 to 34, very good year. Okay, so yeah, the next 3 years also from 2034 onwards till, yeah, years are very good. Okay, till 2039. Okay, the years are quite good, I would say. Okay, so therefore I see he has a very bright future, and after 2 years, I see he can either stay in Uttar Pradesh and he can do very good. But I see if he wants to come to the center, he can also come. Okay, so now what exactly happens? That we can't say, because for that, there are a lot of other factors. But when I say after June 2028, he can come to the center, it does not directly mean that he will become prime ministerial candidate necessarily. He can become also, but it could mean, he gets a ministry in the center, okay? Or he becomes, what is that? Like LK Advani was, deputy prime minister or something like that, okay? It could be anything, okay? Or some very important portfolio, could be a member of the security committee, I guess, where very few of the members are there. So, uh, so yeah, either ways, after 2028, I see his aura and his appeal is increasing. Okay, so for example, till June 2028, I see he will be more like a local leader. Okay, local leader in the sense like not local, I mean state leader. Sorry, so he will be more into Uttar Pradesh. Okay, inside Uttar Pradesh, and then after 5th June 2028, I see he may be utilized more by the BJP for campaigning in other states, so he can get some big role in the center, either in the government or in BJP party, national nationwide, basically. Okay, so of course, what he gets, how that manifests, well, that time will tell. But in short, these 2 years, I see he should be careful. And for winning UP elections, of course, he might win, but it won't be easy. So it will be a difficult election, okay, for him to win. So when the date of the election is out, I'll try my best to make the prediction. And for that, we also have to see, what is going on. I think, in my knowledge, there are two deputy chief ministers in UP. You can correct me if I'm wrong. And it will also depend on who is the leader of the Congress at that time, who is leader of Samajwadi Party. As of now, we know it's Akhilesh Yadav ji. So depending on all these factors, we have to consider and finally make a prediction. Okay, but in short, uh, I see from June 2027, his graph is going much higher. And especially from June 2028, his graph is going super high. Okay. So, therefore, if any of you would like to see him as the prime ministerial candidate, it is very likely that in 2029, I doubt, because by seeing Modi ji, does not look like he will not contest 2029. I mean, this is my personal feeling. Okay, and but yeah, for 2034, Yogi ji could be one of the contenders, or maybe for 2039, I guess. Okay, so either ways, because his periods are good, so maybe he goes up to that level. Okay, but nonetheless, the next 2 years he should be careful, and yeah, the rest will be history. Okay, so let us see what happens, how it turns out, and please let me know down in the comments which other politicians future would you like me to analyze. Okay, thank you so much. If you are new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe, and if you have not watched yesterday's video on Shri Rahul Gandhi ji's chart, you can go and watch that also. All right, God is there with you all the time. Just look to him and you will find it. Jai Siya Ram.